see it. And, you know, if that wasn't enough, the show's already been renewed for a third season. Can we get a round of applause for that? You know, what is it like knowing that this story is going to be told for another season? It must feel good to going to be around.
It's a dream come true. You know, this show is a dream job for me. I get to work on a character that I love, that's constantly growing, constantly evolving, in a story that has so many different facets, doing something that I love with people that I love, and it couldn't be a better situation. And knowing that we have another year or another potentially several years to go, it's so heartening and it's so encouraging.
And you guys get, you know, when you watch interviews with you guys, it seems like you're having so much fun. You're always giggling, always laughing. What is it like on set? How do you keep it together?
We don't always. We do for the most part because we are professionals and we do our job. But it's great to work in an environment, especially when the show is so dark and when there's such intensity all the time, to be able to have those moments of levity and to be able to kind of let go a little bit. And also, because we've all known each other for almost 3 years now, we've been working so closely together, the characters have grown closer, but we have as well. And so when we do have those scenes that we really have to go to a vulnerable place or to really put ourselves out there and take a risk, it's so helpful to have someone there that you have an intrinsic trust with and that you know very well, and you know the nuances of their expressions and of their voice and of everything, and they know yours. And so you're there for each other, and it just becomes play, and it just becomes experimentation and fun.
Well, it's so fun to watch. I'm going to turn it over to you guys if you have any questions.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm a huge fan of yours, as well as the books and the show and even the movie. I mean, come on. But I was wondering, do you happen to have a certain scene or storyline that you're excited to film for season 3?
Season 3, I don't know much about yet, at least not much that I can say. But what I am looking forward to is, because Clary has gone through so much, and especially in what you'll see tonight, it changes her. And she is starting to see the world more as an adult. And the sort of glamour and glitter and wonder of the shadow world is gone. So moving forward, she definitely has a different perspective on things, and that will affect everything that she does moving forward and the way that she views the world around her. And not necessarily in a good way, but not necessarily in a bad way either. But tonight's episode, there are some moments that I'm so looking forward to people seeing. I've been waiting all season for this episode. So I'm really excited for you guys to see this tonight. Thanks.
Next question.
Hi.
Hi.
So I want to lighten the mood a little bit. So if you and the cast went on a road trip, who would drive, who would control the music, who would sleep all the way, and who would get you guys lost?
I would get us lost because I'm directionally challenged. But they all know that, so they probably wouldn't listen to me anyway, which is probably a very good thing. I think Matt would drive, or Dom, depending. And then Dom or Alberto would control the music, or Harry. Harry's an extremely good DJ. Although Isaiah, any of us, we'd probably, depends on how long the road trip is, we'd probably rotate. We would rotate, definitely. I would not drive though. They won't let me drive, they won't let me give directions. I'm just a little sister, so I would bake probably. I'd be in charge of snacks. In charge of snacks, that's my job.
Key role.
Right?
Key role in a road trip.
Snacks keep everybody happy.
We got one more question.
Hi. I just
Hi.
want to say I'm a big fan of Shadowhunters and your work.
Thank you.
And what was your favorite room that you got to use in the show that you got to activate, play around with?
I think my favorite rune this season has been Clary's portal rune. It's something I've been waiting for so long, because Clary, all she's trying to do is find her place in this world. She's trying to find where she fits as a shadow hunter to really be an intrinsic part of this team. And when she discovers this power, it's so mind-blowing to her. But also, the rune itself is so beautiful, and Folks VFX, which is the team that does our VFX for the show, did such an incredible job in creating a portal that still resembles the Warlock's portals, but has a flair of its own that provides something new and different for Clary to really take ownership of. And that is something I was so excited to bring to life, and I marveled at how it turned out. It happened in my life. But it's very special to me, and I'm so happy that it's on the soundtrack for the show. And basically, it's about, we all have moments in life where we doubt ourselves, or we think we know who we're supposed to be, and suddenly someone or something makes us doubt that. But in spite of all that, there's always this little ember of hope. There's always this little spark within the flames or this spark within the ashes of something that can reignite at any moment. And that moment of reignition, that little bit of hope that's left, that's what Ember's about. And I thought it really fit into the show nicely, and they were able to use it. So I'm so grateful, and I cannot wait for everybody to hear it. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much for joining us today, and everyone catch
Thank you.
that.